It is 5 p.m. Your toddler is screaming on the kitchen floor because you cut their sandwich the wrong way. Your chest is tight, your patience is entirely gone. You feel that familiar, suffocating wave of exhaustion, and right behind it, the heavy weight of guilt. You look at them and wonder, am I messing this up? Are they going to remember me just being angry, tired, and frustrated? Take a breath. Most of us are terrified that our worst parenting moments are the ones our children will carry forever. But human memory, especially in early childhood, does not work the way we think it does. Your baby's brain is not recording a logical timeline of events. It is recording a feeling. It is building an invisible biological map of safety. And the landmarks on that map are not the expensive vacations or the perfectly planned birthday parties. They are the tiny, invisible interactions that happen on a random Tuesday. There are 10 ordinary, everyday moments your child will literally never forget. Not as a picture in their mind, but as the very architecture of their nervous system. And one of them, the one we often feel the most guilty about, is actually the most powerful tool for brain development you possess. Number 1, the face you make when you first see them. Think about when your child walks into the room or when they wake up from a nap. What does your face do before you even speak? Developmental neuroscience shows us that babies and toddlers are constantly scanning their caregivers for a biological signal of safety. When your eyes light up, when your face softens just because they exist in your presence, their brain releases a surge of dopamine and oxytocin. They do not have the words for it, but their nervous system registers a profound truth. I am wanted here. My presence brings joy. This simple, unconscious facial expression builds the baseline of their self-worth. Number 2, what you do when they are falling apart. When a child is having a meltdown, their amygdala, the brain's threat detection center, has completely hijacked their nervous system. They are not giving you a hard time, they are having a hard time. Cortisol is flooding their little body, and in that moment, they are looking at you to figure out if it is an emergency. When you stay calm, when you lower your voice and soften your posture, you are doing something remarkable. You are lending them your mature nervous system. Science calls this physiological co-regulation. You are essentially acting as an external anchor, teaching their biology how to find its way back to calm. They will not remember the reason they cried, but their body will forever remember the way you made it safe to feel out of control. Number 3, how you act after you lose your temper. This is the one that changes everything. You are human. You will yell. You will get frustrated. You will disconnect. But here is the paradigm shift that will lift the heavy guilt off your shoulders. The foundation of secure attachment is not built on perfect parenting. It is built on the repair. When you crouch down, look them in the eye and say, I am so sorry I yelled. I was feeling frustrated, but it is not your fault, and I love you. You are doing deep neurological work. If you grew up in a home where anger was the end of the conversation, where silence was used as a punishment, this is where you change history. You are teaching them that rupture is not the end of love. You are breaking a generational cycle right there on the living room floor. Number 4, the tone of your voice when they make a mistake. A glass of milk shatters on the floor. The immediate acoustic tone of your voice in that split second is what developmental psychologists call implicit memory. It is memory stored in the body, bypassing logic entirely. If you respond with a sharp, angry intake of breath, their brain wires mistakes to shame and danger. But if you take a slow breath and your tone is steady, their brain wires mistakes to learning and resilience. You are writing the inner voice they will use to speak to themselves for the rest of their lives. Number 5, the moment you choose their eyes over your screen. We live in a distracted world. This is not about guilt, it is about biology. When a child looks up at you, they are making a bid for connection. When you put the phone face down, meet their gaze, and smile, you complete a neurological circuit called serve and return. You are telling their brain that they are more interesting and more important than the glowing rectangle in your hand. Those micro moments of chosen attention build the neural pathways for empathy and sustained focus. Number 6, the way you handle their fear. When they are terrified of the dark or the loud noise or the dog across the street, your instinct might be to say, "You're fine, there's nothing to be scared of." But dismissing the fear isolates them. When you say, "I know that was scary, I am right here with you," you validate their internal reality. You are teaching them that their feelings are real, and more importantly, that they do not have to face scary things alone. Number 7, when you let them be small. In our rush to raise independent, smart, resilient children, We sometimes forget how tiny they actually are. There are moments when a 4-year-old just needs to be carried like a baby. When a fiercely independent toddler suddenly needs you to feed them a bite of dinner. When you meet these regressions with warmth, instead of rushing them to grow up, you fill their emotional cup. True independence does not come from pushing them away. It comes from letting them rest in their dependence until they are ready to step out again. Number 8, the physical boundaries you respect. When you stop tickling them the absolute second they say stop. When you don't force them to hug a relative. You are teaching their nervous system agency. You are writing a profound code into their brain that says, my body belongs to me. My no has power. The people who love me will respect my boundaries. Number 9, how they see you treat yourself. This is the hardest generational wound to heal. Your child is a mirror. They are watching how you react when you drop something. They are listening to how you sigh when you look in the mirror. They absorb your stress, your self-criticism, and your burnout. When you show yourself grace, when you say out loud, "Mommy needs a break to rest," you are giving them permission to be human. You are teaching them that they do not have to be machines to be worthy of love. Number 10, the transition into the dark. The moment just before they fall asleep. In this narrow window, the brain enters the hypnagogic state, the threshold between waking and sleep. Emotional defenses drop. Neurological openness peaks. The last thing your child feels before they drift off is the feeling their brain will process and consolidate all night long. The smell of your skin, the rhythm of your breathing, the gentle weight of your hand on their back. It is the ultimate biological signal that the world is safe. You are the warmth they carry into the dark. You are doing something incredible, even when you are exhausted, even when you think you are failing. You are not just raising a child. You are building a human being's capacity to love, to trust, and to feel safe in their own skin. You are doing the heavy, beautiful work of cycle breaking. You do not have to be perfect. Perfection is a myth that steals your joy. Your child does not need a perfect parent. They just need you. Messy, trying, loving, present you. Take a deep breath. You are exactly who they need. Before you close this video, take one more deep breath with me. Parenting is a heavy, invisible load, but you do not have to carry it alone. If this video brought you a moment of peace or clarity, please subscribe and click the bell to join our gentle community. And if you leave a like, it helps this video reach another tired parent who might really need to hear this tonight. We are in this together. See you next time.